Hi, I'm Wendy from Shiny Happy World, and this is the Papa and Baby Emperor Penguin pattern. Here's how to make it. All right, this video shows how to assemble the Papa and Baby Emperor Penguin pattern if you are not using a light box. So this one has quite a few pieces, but it's pretty easy to assemble. We are going to first, though, talk about how you need to prepare your pieces before you put everything together. So I print, you can also trace, all of the template pieces onto the paper side of paper-backed fusible adhesive. I use Heat and Bond Light for all of my quilts. You're going to roughly cut around each piece and then fuse it to the wrong side of the fabric. After you get it fused, that's when you're going to do a nice clean cut on all of the solid lines. The dotted lines are all placement guides that are showing you where other applique pieces are going to overlap these. And so you need to transfer those to the fabric side of each piece before you peel the backing off and lose those guidelines. And you can just hold it up to the light and to like a sunny window, and you'll be able to see those lines very clearly. So we've got all of our pieces prepared, and now we're going to put everything together. So let me start with the main part of the penguin body, is piece number 1. And I'm going to line this straight edge up with the raw edge at the bottom of the block. And I may need to shift this side to side once I get all of the pieces in, but for right now, we're just going to center it in there and see how things go. So next, let's put in the back of the Papa penguin. And this is just going to lay right over the white piece until those lines are covered. And once that line is covered, you know you've got a good overlap and good positioning. And I think I am going to shift this over just a little bit. We have a baby to put in here still, but it's not that big. Let's see how this goes. We may need to shift it around a little bit more. We'll do it before we get too many pieces together. All right, next I'm going to put the Papa's head in here because that's going to give us the full width. So there is a placement guide for all of my patterns have this placement guide. You do not need to print it out if you are not using a light box, but you can have it up on your screen just to have as a reference. I just printed it out so that I could show you. But that's what I was going to show you is that the forehead of the father and the back of the back give us the far right and far left pieces, edges of this. So we can, once we get this in place, we'll know if we've got it centered right to left. So let's get that in. And it is just going to overlap here. We still need to tuck a little yellow piece behind there, but again, just to get the centering. Yeah, I moved it a little too far over. Let's just move it, say, to about there. Let's see how that does. That looks pretty good. I like that. All right, now we'll get the little yellow piece tucked in there. They are all black and white except that little tiny patch of yellow on the adult penguins. There we go. All right, now let's get the baby in there. So the baby penguins, their body is gray at first. When he matures, he'll get black feathers. Then, let's see, let's put in, I'm going to put his face in next, but we may need to do some shifting around a little bit. So this is going to tuck in here, kind of like that, I think. Let's get this one in, and then we can know for sure. So this is going to have like a little, cover that up. So we need to tuck this guy in a little bit more. What we want is to have a little bit of the white, a little line here, but up here we want this line to kind of continue. We want this to look almost continuous. So that looks good. All of the markings are covered. Yep, that looks good. I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to shift his whole thing just a smidge this way. I didn't like the body coming right into the fork of his mouth. That is just design-wise, that's a thing that doesn't look great. Okay, now we just need a couple of eyes. So Papa Penguin gets the big eye. Oops, and his back shifted. And Baby Penguin gets the little eye. And if you don't want to do stitch, you can totally, I'm going to outline around this small eye, but if you don't want to do that, there are other options. You can use fabric paint or markers. I've got a whole post that has all different options if you want to avoid appliquing small eyes. All right, there you go. So I'm going to take this over to my ironing board, just double check and make sure I didn't shift anything along the way. And then I'm going to fuse it into place. Just follow the directions on whatever brand of fusible adhesive you are using. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine and do all of the outline stitching, and then I'll bring it back here and show you the finished penguins and show you 2 other versions that I made with different color palettes. All right, here is one version, finished version of the Papa and Baby Emperor Penguin pair. So this one is done in realistic colors on a muted background. I did another version in slightly more imaginary colors. This is colors from the Sea Breeze collection, all on the surf blenders in the background. But this is for a Polar Pals collection that I'm making to go with the Arctic Chill collection. And by calling it Polar Pals, I get to also include Antarctic animals like the Emperor Penguin pair. So that is a bundle that you're going to be seeing soon. And then I've got one more version, another very realistic version, and this time on a bright, bright orange background, just for something a little bit different. So that is the new Emperor Penguin pattern. You can get it at shinyhappyworld.com. I'm Wendy, and I will see you next time.